Hello, my name is Rosie Mlai from the White Ribbon Alliance Citizen Voice. Today in New York City, Partners for Maternal, Newborn and Child Health launched Keeping Promises, Measuring Results. The Citizen Voice reports.
We have our political leaders, especially with regards to the maternal mortality reduction in Africa, making commitments to CAMA. But then it does not translate to what the Ministry of Health is doing, or what the Ministry of Youth is doing, or what the Ministry of Gender is doing. And so we need to now make it trickle down to inform programs on the ground and ensure that it actual progress. Now that implies that you must provide resources and you must ensure that you track those resources. What we need to do is to advocate for clear plans. We must advocate also for resources, and we must track resources, track implementation, and make sure that we evaluate what we are doing.
People don't know what their rights are, what is the access issue in terms of essential services, and if that information is available in terms of what is the true status in relation to what their basic rights are, then it gives you a framework to negotiate that transaction with policymakers. In many countries, yes, coverage rates have been achieved, but largely for the rich, and the poor have remained where they are. So tracking those differences, those inequities, those unjust inequalities is absolutely critical in terms of giving citizens the voice, communities the empowerment to be able to negotiate that with politicians and policymakers.
Everybody is seeing a contraction in the resources that are being spent on women and children. Donor aid is going down in countries, they're facing very, very perilous budgets. So we have to make sure that the money that is spent is being used in the best way possible. And that's really why accountability matters so much. It's not just about drawing up a kind of profit and loss account for what's spent on women's and children's health. It's actually using accountability to accelerate progress in a human rights framework so that we really value the life of every child, every woman, and we see that they have the best possible future. And advocacy is crucial to that. And I think the worry that we had is that we're seeing funding for advocacy go down too. We have very technical arguments, but we're not reaching the political leaders, the presidents and prime ministers we need to reach to get real change, transformation in countries. And for that, it's about effective advocacy.
Join our conversation, aid your voice.